Let's hop into actually a couple questions that I know for a fact you will get asked in the interview. If you guys are looking to want to maybe do like a one-on-one, a coaching seminar, or whatever you want to do where I can help you with these interviews and ask you questions and treat it like an interview and maybe give you some tips and tricks to maybe make you a better interviewee, then go ahead and email me, austin@bluecollaredu.com, and we can set something up and I'll try to help you where I can. Some of these questions, there are a few of them. I know for a fact these are questions that you'll be asked to in an interview. One of the first questions you could be asked is, so to start off, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you want to be a lineman. Just pause the video for a second and ask yourself that. How would you answer that question? And if you want to become a lineman and this is something you're looking to do, put in the comment section down below, how would you respond to that question? And I'll read through them. Maybe I'll give you guys a little bit of feedback in there, but I'm curious, how would you answer that question? Another question you could expect to be asked is, tell us a little bit about your work experience. Or have you ever operated heavy machinery before? Have you applied to any other JATCs in the nation? Are you afraid of heights? Do you have any experience in this trade? What sets you apart from others? Are you willing to travel? Now, these are just a few questions you could expect to be asked. Now, these are very general questions, right? Like specific to the lineman trade, but not super specific. Like, hey, do you know how to put on a set of climbing gear and climb a pole? Well, no, I've never been to a climbing school before, so I wouldn't know that. So they're not gonna ask you these questions. Now, if you give them a resume and they can see your previous work experience, they can and they will ask you a little bit more personal questions. If you have your experience listed as I was a groundman for a year in Colorado and then I worked here for 6 months, they're gonna ask you, why did you go work in Colorado? Why did you work there? Why did you decide to go do that? And they will ask you more personal questions based on your experience and your history. So be prepared for those type of things as well, and how you answer those is going to be completely up to you, right? So whether you answer those short and sweet, or if you give some enthusiasm, give some verbiage, tell them, hey, you know, my past experience is this, and go into it and tell them why you want to become a lineman. You know, another good thing to maybe remember is also knowing kind of the history of the IBW, or knowing the history of the apprenticeship you're applying for. So if you're applying for the Northwest Lineman Apprenticeship, maybe it's a good idea to know all the different locals that you could be working out of, 659, 77, 125, the different states that it does cover, how long this apprenticeship has been around, in case they ask you some questions about, hey, what do you know about this apprenticeship? What's something about the Northwest Apprenticeship that makes you want to get into it? Well, you guys do hot sticking, and hot sticking is quite frankly kind of a lost art. And I know by going through this apprenticeship, I'm going to learn those skills, and I'm going to be able to become a journeyman lineman with the skill of knowing how to hot stick. And I think that's really cool, and that's why I think the Northwest Lineman Apprenticeship is an awesome opportunity and an awesome apprenticeship to get into. You have to be prepared for literally anything, but it's going to be a conversation that you're just going to have, and by you showing the enthusiasm, the confidence, and showing that you want to be there is going to be the best thing. You know what I mean? They just want to know that you're able to learn, that you're able to work, and a few other things, of course, about the trade, that like you're not afraid of heights and you're not afraid to travel, and those things aren't going to scare you away, that are going to really set you apart from other applicants and other interviewees, either before or after you. You have to set yourself apart. And the best way to do that is to have that confidence, show that enthusiasm, show them how much you want it, but don't be cocky, just be confident. All right, hopefully you guys learned from this video kind of the interview process and maybe a few tips and tricks for you guys who are wanting to get into the trade, who want to learn a little bit more, or maybe you have an interview coming up soon or in the future and you just wanted to know a little bit. If you're on an interview board, if you've done interviews before, I want to know, put them in the comments down below. What are some things that you guys look for when you go to interview an applicant? With Blue Collar Edu, I'm here to expose, teach, educate you guys about blue collar career opportunities, how to get started in a skilled trade. With all that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next video.